As you can see, we have a new microphone. This is a Binaural Enthusiast microphone, and it is made by an ASMR artist, which is pretty awesome because ASMR artists know what they want when it comes to recording ASMR. So the maker of this has a YouTube channel called Deep Oceans of Sound, Deep Oceans of Sounds with a plural, and I'll put the link to his channel and also to his website where you can look at these and buy one if you want to. But otherwise, I haven't had a good play with it as yet. We bought it a few months ago. We recorded a podcast with it just to test it out, and you can get the link to the podcast below, but we haven't really tried it out otherwise. Other than that, that was just a quick test, and today I wanted to give it a good try out and start using it more often. So this is quite a nice dummy head. It's binaural, and binaural microphones can be very expensive, but this one is not too bad. It's about the same price, I think, I seem to remember, as the 3DO, Free Space 3DO microphone. So around that sort of price. But compared to the more professional ones, these are really quite reasonably priced. It has a box that you can buy separately on the back. That's like a power pack, but we bought it, but we haven't been using it really. It just has a cable, and I don't know whether I can bring this cable up here. Here it is here. So that is actually at the bottom of the neck part at the back here. And you plug it into a recording device. I'm using a Zoom H4n, and I'm recording that way. So you just plug it into the back of the Zoom. And on your Zoom, you have to make sure you have plug-in power selected if you're not using the power pack. But anyway, Deanna will help you with that if you need any help connecting it and that sort of thing. But this is just, like I say, just probably the second or third test I've had of this, so I haven't really utilised it to its fullest capacity as yet. But we'll give it just a little test today. I haven't done any sort of major changes of settings on the Zoom or anything, so just plugged it in and away we went. So we'll see how it goes. I've got a few different little things to make some sounds here. Some of the oldies that I used to use, like this one here. A lot of you who've been following us for a while would remember this one. Makes a really good sound. Hardly have to touch it. See, I'm hardly moving it at all, and it makes quite a loud crinkly sound, so I have to be very gentle with it. So I've got my headphones on so I can hear this as I go. So if you have a Zoom H4n, you can pop your headphones into the side of it here. So that's where your headphones go, and it allows you to monitor the sound as you're making sounds here. I can sort of hear them as well through the headphones. So let's just move this around a bit, move it further away. the microphones for these dummy heads are in the ears. So if I scratch around the ears here, you can see that's that ear there, the right ear, the left ear. But you can hear them. So they're built-in microphones. So even though that one's the right ear, you'll probably hear that in the left ear, I think, by the time this video gets edited. Because I like to have whatever's on the screen facing you. So if this side is facing, this side would be your left side facing you, and your right side, so that you hear it corresponding to the right ear. So a lot of people wonder why ASMR, they come in and they're not ASMR followers, and they wonder why the ears are kind of swapped. So that's the reason. If you're here just to hear this microphone, that's why we have the ears swapped. So this one is made more out of, I don't know what it is, but it's more of a plastic. Whereas the other dummy head we have is made out of wood. You've probably seen the other dummy head in our other videos. And that one is a Soundman binaural microphone. I like this one though over the Soundman one, only because the Soundman one, although it's a very good binaural microphone, for ASMR it can be a little bit noisy. So that means the microphone itself has its own noise, its own self-noise, so you know that buzzing sort of sound that you can get with microphones. But this one's very quiet, a lot quieter, so that's why I'm liking this one. Let's try some other sounds. Some ear brushing. Quite a few brushes here. That's that up the top here. I'm not sure whether you can see that. But there's an attachment here. You can add a camera or a recording device of some sort. And there's also one at the back behind the head as well. So you could potentially have a camera and a recording device attached to it. Plus, at the very bottom is an attachment or a screw hole at the bottom underneath the head, and you can pop this onto a tripod if you want. So it's pretty awesome. I'm quite happy with it. So the owner did, when I put a post on we did the podcast for this, the owner of the maker of this came in from Deep Oceans of Sounds, and I'm just looking over at my screen here, my computer screen. So, because I wanted to, get the right sound, I wanted to get the right settings for this, and he said the sound was pretty good for that podcast, but he said there was a bit of sound separation between left and right audio channels, and it should be way more expressive. So, and he said that it could be that you're recording in a very small room, or simply there were some large things or furniture right next to the microphone. And that's pretty spot on, because that's what I'm in. I'm in a small room with furniture cases around me, so I probably won't get the richest sound I can possibly get with this microphone, so it probably would sound even better in a bigger room. But this is all I've got at this point. I'm lucky to have this. I've got a spare room in my house. It's not being used by anyone, so I am able to make use of it for recording. So I'm just happy for that. Okay, let's just try something else.